So at this stage, what I need from you is to no longer really push any of this material up there. I would rather have the water depot down here. Oh, there's an awful lot I need to strip away over here. Pretty much all of this gubbins needs to go. That needs to go. There's a lot that needs to be pulled out. Right, this is in place. So it's already being fed. So which means I can now just delete this one. I'm going to quick delete all of that wherever possible. There we are. I would actually like to finish that properly. But first and foremost, trucks are no longer going to be allowed down here. Sorry, trucks. But it is just the way of things. That's going to be there. We are immediately going to have that heading out. I will build another... Have I got one over here already? Another pump to get rid of wastewater? I don't, but I can easily build one somewhere else. If I really, really need to. Well, actually, you know what? Let's make a little bit more room down here. And we will have a tiny... wastewater container there. This way, you know, if another industry does produce any wastewater, it can be pulled over here and dumped. Super easy. Once again, Unity build. Badly need that emptied out, though. Problem is, for the moment, I'm producing just way too much coal. It's my biggest issue right now. Shocking amounts of it. My trucks don't know whether they're coming or going. Is that working as intended? I think so. These are basically jammed up, so I'm not adding any more water into the colony, which is going to hit my Unity pretty hard in a moment. But what I will do is delete this line. Delete that entire line down there. This whole thing can go. These pipes can go. The bridge can go. We're cleaning up this whole rear area of the colony in a pretty magnificent fashion. Just squeezing through. It's so much less work to go around the other... whatever. They're trying to avoid the excavator. Fair enough, I've actually seen some terrible videos on YouTube about excavator accidents. And only a few of them have involved some incredibly famous person slamming their friend into one of them. Alright, we need to get this sorted out quickly. Right, once that's done, I need a brine dump rebuilt. Yeah, this is going to end up being quite a neat little build over here, I think. I mean, of course, the other thing you could do is you could set something like this up over at your refinery, and that is totally viable, especially because ultimately you want to switch over to having your refinery, the water for your refinery coming from the ocean, just to remove reliance on truck logistics, but that's very specific. Well, I mean, yes. Thankfully, that doesn't happen too often, it seems. Now, what I could also do is move this somewhere else. Could even build it right next down here. I think I will. Let's get that built just so I can clear it out from over here. So that's up and running. It is. Oh, there's a tiny amount of coal left. Come on. There we go. Right, now that we've got that, I can do this, and that is now automated. Perfect. Next up, I mean, I don't need to have the brine so far along, but I think I will anyway, just until that's sorted out. How much brine do they produce again? Yeah, not enough to saturate one of these pipes, so that's fine. Really? Every single time? And I've already built it. I swear, the little lumps and bumps on this map are just a constant plague. Constant! Oh dear. Oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust this pipe. Unity for the win. Go. Huh. Magic pixel, thank you. There we go. Now, we are going to want a fairly oh my lord, really. Oh, right, of course, because it's trying to magnetize. No matter how I go with this is going to be a pain in the bum. That's unfortunate. Okay, how about we keep this up there and instead bring it down here. There we go. Perfect. I do need to... well, actually, I guess I don't need to prioritize any input or output. Thinking about it. That's fine. Right, so I need fresh water getting down here, and I also want brine getting down here. But for the sake of the trucks still adjusting the shoreline there, let's pop a ramp about there. Now, with that, I want a staggeringly large storage space for water for the colony. Like, the colony needs extreme levels of hydration. Though I could have that over here, realistically. And then have one pickup area, and then the rest go into the colony itself. Because this is going to be producing much more water, hopefully, than I'm ever going to use. I could either store it as a dedicated storage for the colony and have a smaller pickup for external uses and rely instead on like groundwater pumps and the likes, which doesn't seem as satisfying. Or I can have two enormous water storages, which are just only one of them goes to the colony and the other one is for pickup by other interested parties. That way, well, see, the problem with that is it is going to put an enormous strain on my logistics fleet just moving water around. I never really want to do that. I'm kind of happy with having the water being pumped over there, so you know what? Maybe it would be better to have this down here and just have a much smaller pickup for the occasional need. Something like this. So we'll have that water flow this way, connect into here, have a little pickup available should some trucks need it at some point, but otherwise not really our concern. Also, this is now in the wrong place. Aavak will never learn to plan things out properly first. No, come on. Over we go, and down we go. There we go. Then I would like a large pipe going there. Large pipe coming all the way through. And ideally up. Actually, let's go there. Honk. And we're going to need the brine coming out this way as well. Eventually, I wouldn't mind it being there, but it's fine. That there. And just see how this would be able to hook up. It would work barely. Barely is good enough. Right, so in the instance that I need the brine to come this way, which I will, and that gives us all the water that we're going to need. Also a way to dump the brine, should it be necessary, which it will be. It almost is already. Right, get all of that made. Wow, we actually could. That kind of surprised me. There we go. I'm going to allow truck import here. And I'm going to say, keep this as full as it ever can be. And then I'm going to turn off truck import. So hopefully some trucks are on their way urgently to empty this out and get it out of the way. Though I guess I probably shouldn't have that there. I just allow truck import, otherwise they're going to do circular logic. Or circular logistics, as I should call it. Right, how are we doing over here? Things are going okay. Yuri, no available place to dump. What do you mean, no available place to dump? What have you got? You've got rock. Really, Yuri? Oh, well, I guess so, yeah. Right, almost emptied. Alright, so we've added a little bit of extra power. And when necessary, we're now producing water. We're only going to be burning this some of the time, because sometimes this will just not... This will be in its down phase. I want these to be... I think we want 1, 2... So these will be priority 3. Yeah. So this is going to shut down in a bit, because there won't be any more need there. So there'll be a lot of extra steam here. These are never going to shut off. More or less. And we've got plenty of water over there, and eventually this will start to back stuff. Right now, it's filling both of these up, so it's using the water as fast as the water is coming through. But that's good enough for me. We're pretty much running this at maximum capacity. If I ever need to double this, then I'll simply get rid of the generator here, and this one boiler will run 4 of these. But hopefully we don't need to do that. Okay, let's have a quick look at what chat's saying. Sorry I've been so bad at following chat. I was just in the zone and trying to set that up. Alright, so is there any in-game lore reason of Unity, like sharing is caring, friendship is magic? Not really, other than, you know, people aren't dumb, and, like, I say this because I feel it's very tropey how in intense survival situations, I mean, it's less so here, so, you know, I think it would be cool if Unity became less usable later on, not more usable, but in intense survival situations, you can ask a lot of people. When the alternative is starving to death, people are willing to work pretty hard. And so early on in the game, I think of Unity as being, look, you know, the whole town come together, Frostpunk style, is like, we have to get this done or we are all dead. So, you know, hand over handing the maintenance parts down a long line of people to the factory where we need to repair the one boiler that's keeping something critical running. Makes sense. Later on, it's like when they're in there with their white goods and their consumer electronics and their plate full of meat, eggs, and vegetables, and of course, you know, their throne of taters. I feel that you would need more Unity to get them to run out and hand over hand everything to the construction site, but you know, it is what it is. Right, did I rebuild the trading dock? No, I haven't done that yet. What we want to do is I want to see, right, so that's about the line that we need to be aware of. I would like to see what happens if I tell this to be built about here. Will that shut this one down? No. Good. About there is where the trading dock would need to not be, which would be about there, sadly. Alternatively, I guess I could squeegee it in over here, maybe? Is there anywhere I could squeegee you in? No. How about down here? Is there a spot? If I can find a flat spot, I can build you. You are, of course, flat spotless. Much sad. I guess I could build it over here, really. I might have been able to squidge it in there, I guess, but if I popped it here, does that still have a... Oh, it does work. So technically we could. And there would technically, probably, maybe... Let me turn on the grids. Yeah, there would be enough room for a truck. Oh, okay, fair enough. Nice. Make that a priority so that our tree harvesters get down there ASAP. Rebuild that. But ultimately what we want is this built. Dunk. This, of course, will be for our cargo ship. Now, at this point, I can put loose modules or cargo modules on this as I please. What's I got on this? Are these smalls? Yeah, they are. Can I upgrade them? Yeah, I can. Make it happen. Both of them. Let's allow our fuel ship to be able to bring in more fuel at once. But here's our cargo ship over here. Now, ultimately, I want to replace this one with something very similar. But we'll see. Right, how quickly does this empty out as a result? I don't think it's actually improved the rate through which it moves it, unfortunately. What does it say? And oh, you know, unloads cargo 50% faster comparing to the basic module. That's what we need. Right. Okay, so over here, I'm going to want two things. One of them is fuel. And the other one is, of course, cargo bays. Just upgrade the dock. Can I upgrade the dock? Oh, I can. Wow. Huh. Alright. Let's see how that works. How exactly does a dock upgrade to a 4-space dock? Unless... because that seems wider than that. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. Oh. Well, 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 well. Well, 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 well. Alright. Duly noted. The tragedy here... to build. Also, those should all be export off. Thank you. Okay, that is a massive upgrade to that system. I'm going to prioritize draining this supply. As soon as that's empty, I'm going to delete it. Now we need that there for a very, very specific reason. Because we still are draining fuel from this reserve. How much is left there? Quite a lot. Quite a lot is left there. Alright, let's get that built. Quick deliver. Keep full. Now, we will get to the tree farm in just a moment, Chair. Let's get a fluid mixer, a belt balancer rather, I guess. See, if I want to pull as much out of this as I can, do I want to empty them evenly is the question that I've got on my mind. I think I do. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Empty them evenly or not? Also, I'm not doing research. My bad. Naphtha reforming, please. Start that research. Better recycling also. What? I can... oh, wow. We can move the rotary kiln to using gas? Dear Lord. Also, electrolysis. Wastewater treatment would be very nice. Because then I could get sludge. And then I could turn sludge into fuel gas and compost. I like that no longer just produces clean water and dirt. It now produces sludge, which needs to be further processed. I like that. More vehicles will always be useful. Better fertilizer, always useful. Truck overclocking edicts. Sorry, overworking edicts. I don't think we'll really go for that, but I think, yeah, I should grab the rotary kiln. upgraded rotary kiln. Let's see. Aavak, just a friendly reminder that you meant to finish the stream an hour ago. Oh, shit. Deplagued. It's so tragic. First time you've ever spoken in chat. Woot! Actually caught the stream! Followed by 1 minute later, Lady Sheila. Yeah, Aavak, you gotta stop. To Lady Sheila's credit, I do actually need to stop because I need to get the VODs from this uploaded to Aavak After Hours. But, worry not, chat, we're going to be streaming again later. Probably around midnight my time, maybe a little bit later than that. I did not sleep well last night for lots of reasons that I'm sure everyone in the is well aware of at this point. And honestly, just when bad things happen in the world, when there is strife, Twitter is the worst place to be. It's like a really, really sad TikTok. I mean, TikTok is pretty bad sometimes as well, but I don't know, occasionally, like every couple of swipes, you're going to come across someone doing something funny with ferrets, or at least you do on my timeline. And so it kind of keeps, you know, you're plummeting and then woof, get a little bit of a bump. Plummeting, woof, get a little bit of a bump. Plummeting, woof, you get someone in weird cosplay doing a dance. It's like, okay, you know, it's balancing itself somewhat. It's stopping itself from completely bottoming out. Twitter is not like that. Twitter is just pain. Nevertheless, I think we're going to... I'm going to quickly get this sorted first. Then we will wrap up the stream. I think it makes the most sense to have this about here. The way we're going to do this is I want... Realistically, these can only pull so much. So that if you build backwards, you will get to a point where you realize how much throughput there's any point in offering. I cannot upgrade these to the point that they take more crude oil. That's just not something I can do. So to a degree, there's no point in pulling the crude oil out of here any faster than these pipes can take. So actually, let me redress this. I probably deleted a bunch of stuff that wasn't necessary to delete. Sorry, chat. I will allow them to pull faster. To a degree. Just because I think it'll look nice. Actually, you know what? No, maybe I won't. Because it'll look nicer if those are straight lines. But yeah, we're going to be getting all of this up onto Aavak After Hours, and then later on I'm going to be streaming again. We'll do one of the stream in the day, stream in the night kind of thingers. Don't get too comfortable with the idea of that, because you know it does actually put a bit of strain on me. And so, for responsible adult reasons, I must attempt to pretend that I'll actually take care of myself. I want to prioritize the fuel coming up here from... Oh, look at that. Glorious. From our own reserves. I want to just work that off the island for now. Over here, though, I'm going to need a... Is there ever going to be a reason for an excavator to come over here? There's not. There simply isn't ever going to be a reason for an excavator to come over here. We are going to put a pipe balancer over here. Ideally quickly. We're going to cancel the deconstruction of that. Of course, it's too late, apparently. And then we are going to... I don't need a massive extra storage down here. But I do want something of one. I want it to be able to dump into that reasonably fast. Just because I can. We're almost done, chat. And over here, we're gonna go. And back down. There we go. And then I'm fairly certain that loose is... Oh, no, no. Unit is logs. More or less going to take up all of my construction parts. Ouch. But this should mean that we will have redonkulous storage for logs. I want to prioritize fueling up the ship that is bringing the resources needed for fuel. That's the priority. Lumber is a secondary priority compared to making sure we've still got diesel. Not enough workers? What? Crap. Alright. People, you may now continue sexy fun times. In fact, here's some aphrodisiacs. Also, some free mood-setting materials, both literature and visual. Crack on. Enjoy. Aavak, can you fit the storage modules between the pipe and the docks? What do you mean? I could put that all the way down there. Can trucks drive under high pipes? Yes. And conveyors. I don't know about the mega trucks, though. I will have to see about those. Unfortunately, that's a big question mark there, but... the other ones, yeah. How are we doing over here? Feels like we're not actually producing that much. Frustratingly. Is there just not enough steam? It seems like that's always working, but... that's not full, and I would have assumed it would have been by now. Okay, we're going to do another thing. And I will wrap up the stream. I have to. If you were wondering if this game is Moorish, here is your proof. I desperately actually do need to wrap up the stream because the work I need to do after that is time-consuming. However... oh, talking about the trunk unit storages. Oh, right. There you go. No, I can't do a 24-hour stream because I need to go and encode this stream and get it up tonight. In a much, much lower space of time than I would like. Right, hopefully that will be sufficient now. We will see. Gradually filling. Is this filled? I mean, it's almost filled that up, but... I mean, I guess the other thing we could do is prioritize that, I suppose. Make sure that it always gives priority to the town. And that's usually what I do, but... we'll see. Right, here we go. Chunky cargo is returning. Hong Kong. Aavak is still here for a moment, Shadowhiss, and then I'm going to have to head off. Sexy Fun Time worked very well. I take full credit for the oysters. We will now turn off Sexy Fun Time. But we do need a lot more workers, so we'll wait. Oh, well, still, hello. Hello, mate. How much did that bring back? I brought back a lot of lumber. I don't think we ever need to worry about trees anymore. However, it will take time to restock this, as it only produces how much? 24 per 60 seconds. Our oil rig produces 81 per 60 seconds, and I can bump that. And I'm tempted to bump it, actually. If I popped it all the way up there, there we go. It now produces 108 every 60 seconds. Do we use that much? No. I could probably bump that up a little bit further. I'd need to upgrade it if I want to get more people working there, but 48 every 60 seconds isn't terrible. Let me see how much I'm using. Oh yes, it is actually terrible. We need a lot more. Okay, well that's something that we will get to then. But I think that's where we're going to have to wrap things up. I had hoped to get to glass, but I guess not. I'm pretty happy with the way that the coal quarry is looking at the moment, though. I like this design, and it's something I'm going to take forward. I am probably going to lower that wall, though, a little bit. As for the new storages, the routes, I'm still going to try and figure out a way to make that more useful, but right now it's not really... it's not really changed the way I would want to do it normally. The rest of our colony doing quite well. We can probably now get chickens, and so that's what we will do the next time we stream. We will build up our reputation with the colony and start getting some chickens. That will then start feeding into a much better diet for our pops, who will finally be able to have tasty, tasty chicken eggs. Later on, maybe we'll set up bread and meat as well, just for the sake of having a more diverse diet. But that's going to be where things wrap up here. We're almost out of room for additional workers. So just as well that we have been flattening this area to make room for more. But we've added salt, so we are prepped for glass making now. In fact, where would we do that? Yeah, there we are. So we can use the limestone, sand, and salt mix. We won't get as much if we had acid, but that is something that we can get to. We can already do it. We can mix the sulfur with water to make acid without too much of an issue. So that will be quite useful. We'll be able to get a glass industry going, and with glass we can upgrade our trucks, our excavators, and indeed we can get to some of the new materials that will again bump up the happiness of our population here. I'm actually really happy with how things have gone. I think we've done a fantastic job. We've got fertilizer galore. Oh wow, okay, no, we don't have fertilizer galore. That is a lie. We've sometimes got some fertilizer. But hopefully we can pull that up a little bit more. The taters, yeah, we have saturated our taters into fertilizer, and we need to upgrade that. We also need to upgrade our refining. Our oil refining. There's a lot of work to do with that. I think what I'll probably do is design a whole area as a blueprint, and then demolish this entire area here. So for a brief moment, the whole industry will be gone, and then we will plonk that blueprint down. So I'll probably set up a couple of storages to stockpile the necessary construction materials, so that once I've moved the blueprint, I can quick build the entire thing and bring the industry back up and running. But we will be adding in naphtha and trying to maximize the use of naphtha wherever we can as a fuel, and further splitting up a certain item. But yeah, we are good for wood for quite some time. And we are starting to accrue very, very large amounts of oil, which I'm very, very happy about. But that's going to be it. Thank you ever so much for your time, everyone. We will be moving on to another stream a bit later. I haven't yet decided whether it'll be more Captain of Industry. That's a possibility, but it also might be some more Phoenix Point because I have the itch for some squad-based tactical shenanigans. I hope you will join me, regardless what game it is. But if not, if that is it for you for watching Twitch, you've got other places to be, important business to take care of, well, thank you very much for spending your day with me so far. It was a pleasure. But that is going to be it for now.